When it comes to education, we often hear about the importance of family engagement. Our guest has taken that to a higher level by encouraging parents to set their children on a course toward college by committing their own resources. To tell us about Fuel Education is the founder, Bob Hildreth. Thank you very much for being with us, Bob.
Hi, Chris. I'm glad to be here again.
Tell me how you got started on this, because I guess this did not really begin as a way to help with education.
Correct. It was a way to help with immigration. 6 or 7 years ago, down in New Bedford, the Bianca factory had a federal immigration raid. I offered to pay half the bails of those who had been incarcerated, thinking not too many people would take me up on it, but many people did. And the light bulb went off that if very low-income people can pay up to a bail, which is $5,000 to $10,000, then they might be able to pay also for college education accounts to save for college if we match them. And that's how it started.
Of course, the thing that's really daunting here is that if the child doesn't get into college, then money in the bank doesn't necessarily help. So how do you make it more likely that the child will get into college? And how do the family members working on this project do that?
You said it well when you said family engagement. We focused in education reform quite a bit on schools and hardly at all on family engagement. Yet motivation comes from mom and dad or just mom. So if we can bring the parent in, then we increase the chances of the child to go to college. And if we can also educate the parent about how to pay for college, then that's a double victory because they can start early and start saving.
Explain, there's an important difference here between saving for college and just having some money in the bank.
Yes. There are many college saving plans throughout the country. And of course, there's 529. When you save for college, you have to know, you have to enter into a crazy world in which cost is only one of the factors. Filling out many difficult forms and answering it the right way, it's just as important as having the money. Part of that are the scholarships. Part of that is the loans. As dangerous as the loans can be, there are steps along the way that can hurt you or help you, and you have to know what they are.
Well, there are some partnerships working on this as well, so there's more to this than just setting up an account and dealing with forms. So explain how those partnerships work with the families.
Well, one of the most important partnerships starts with the bank itself. With the bank, we've worked out a process where they show Fuel how the families are doing in saving, of course with the parents' permission. So every month we get a statement about how the savings are going, and we can do what we call an inspirational letter to the parents, which we say, hey, you just missed the level for the match, or you're doing great, you're way over what you should be. And so with the bank, you have to have that information. Other partners include, we have 7 partners right now in Chelsea, Lynn, and Boston. And those partners are themselves great educational advocates for the family and for the children. KIPP schools, the Chelsea public school system, Boys and Girls Club, Neighborhood House Charter School, Upward Bound, Trinity Church, all of these are giving to the students while we're giving to the parents.
What about the way the students, I mean, does this really register with students who are fairly young that they're going to college?
Right. The key is to their stomachs. Whenever you go to a saving circle, which we hold once a month, we put on and spend, I have to admit, for a good spread. And what families do is they bring the whole family. So the kids are all in the back and the kids are listening. Now we have entered into a extension of the model so that we're picking up even kindergarten kids and kindergarten parents so that they can join in this savings effort.
So when they go to an event like this, they hear about college, they see people who are plausibly moving in that direction, but they look like that child. They're not just other types of people. And I guess that must be something that's important.
That's very important. And so when you go to a savings circle, if you come in and expect it to get going right away, you'll think we're lazy. What we do is the family gets the meal, they sit down and they talk to their neighbors. This is incredibly important that invariably one of the neighbors has a kid who's already in college, Bunker Hill or whatever it is, and that is a better teacher than we are. And it's the same person or same type of person as they are. And so I often say that the one thing that's missing in Boston right now is that neighborhood feel around schools. So if you went to Lexington, you would see parents all along a soccer site talking to each other while they watch their kids play soccer. That doesn't exist in Boston. It's very important to exchange information, and we provide time for that to happen.
And you have to do it so the parents have the time too.
Yes. We ask two tough things of parents: the money, which we've talked about, but also time. So I have to say that we are getting the parents to come. Why? It's a combination that creates community. It's food, it's neighborliness, and it's a very good lesson. Nobody's going to come to be bored to death. And nobody's going to come to listen to a lesson they don't understand. So we do it in multiple languages. And that also sends a signal of respect. So we are very aware of the parents' time.
Well, now you're expanding the program, so how is that going to work out?
Up until now, after about 3 or 4 years, we have 7 sites with 7 great high school savings circles. And they're for parents of kids who are from the 9th to the 12th grades. Well, we listened to the parents, and the parents said, one, I need more time to save. 4 years isn't enough. College is expensive. And many also said, I have kids in elementary school or in junior high. What can I do for them? So we decided to extend the program into pre-K. This is a big deal. So pre-K to 8th grade now, we have a program. And we changed what we do with those age parents, because you can't have 12 years of savings circle college access classes. Nobody would be interested in that. So what we do is we help them set up their account, which is in their own name. We provide an incentive system of raffles of $100 a month. And we have a very rigorous use of social media. So they can go on to their texting, they can see it's come from us, hit a link, and they're into a 3-minute lesson on something about college. Short, concise, friendly, and hopefully we're going to find out that they save all the way to the 8th grade, and then they'll take that amount and they'll roll it into the 9th grade and we'll match it. No program exists like this in the United States.
Bob Hildreth from Field Education, thank you very much for being with us.